My name is Anita E Wiredu-Mintah. I'm an immigration officer. I've been in the service for close to 22 years now. I'm currently the head coach of Immigration Ladies FC in the Greater Accra Division 1 League. It's a service team. We play for the service. We have a mix of officers and civilians. Aside that, at the national level, I'm currently the second assistant coach for the Black Queens. Previously, I was with the U20, the Black Princesses, back in Colombia, and then a few weeks ago. So that is basically everything about me. My football career, I would say, started very, very early. I started way back. I was very young when I started playing around the backyard with boys, because at that time, women's football wasn't so established as we have it today. I had just finished SS at BAS, Goma Secondary School, fresh from SS in 2001, when I was playing at the Kutubabi Park, the Swag Park, when I was discovered by the popular Kochawi, Kochawi. He brought his boys, and then he saw me playing with some boys. And then he asked me whether I was playing for a female team. I said no. So he asked whether I would be interested in playing. I had just finished SS. So I told him, well, I will need to speak with my parents before. And one thing led to the other. I was just registered, and I started playing the league for Ghana Telecom Ladies in 2001. My first team was Ghana Telecom. My second team was Immigration Ladies. These are the only two teams that I've played. Yes. So I started playing for a female team in 2001 for Ghana Telecom, Ghana Ladies. And then in 2010, 2011, I joined the service team. I played as an attacker, sometimes as a winger, and then later on as a midfielder. The name of my first coach is Mike Akpe. He was also the national team coach for the Black Queens at that time. And he taught me a lot. In fact, everything that I know today was from him, and then Coach Awi, who was his assistant. Okay, so I was with my parents, and I had massive support from my parents, especially my mother. The only thing she would tell you is that you shouldn't leave your books. You shouldn't forget about your books. So once you could go to school, do your chores, she allowed me to play. So that was her only rule. Do what you have to do, and then you can play. And I think I was able to combine that so well. So she supported me. I remember my first jersey, my first canvas, my first boots was from my mother. My dad bought my first boot for me. My mother bought my first jersey and a canvas that I used at Ghana Telecom. So the support was really there for me. Yeah. Growing up, I always wanted to see myself at the top, playing at the world stage, in the World Cup, with this massive supporters crowd, at the stadium, watching me doing my thing. But unfortunately, because of injuries, I never got to that point. But I was able to get there through coaching as a technical member. So that was what I dreamt of as a player. One elderly woman, I've forgotten her name. I think she has even passed. May her soul rest in peace. She formed a community team called Barcelona Babies, and I was the only lady in the team. So we played around other teams in the neighborhood, and then when it got to Christmas, she would do Christmas party, organize some games for us to play, and then after that we'll have a Christmas party. And I remember she bought us some shorts as our reward, and it was really a fun moment. At that time we were very young, so it was really a fun moment for me. I still remember that. I don't know where I kept that shorts though, but it was fun. So at that time, in fact, I never even knew that we had female teams. So when I was approached by Coach Awi, I was like, wow, this is news to me, because back then there wasn't publicity on women's football or something like this that you could see and have role models. But I was watching, teams from other countries, especially during the World Cup and all those things. Yes. So the only thing that I had was that I knew I had talent. I knew I had the support of my family, and I set a target for myself. Now that I've started playing, I needed to get up there. So that was what inspired me to do more. No, my inspirations, in fact, grew stronger when I joined Ghana Telecom, because, like I said, before I even started, I didn't know we had female teams. But when I joined, Ghana Telecom at that time had majority of the players in the Black Queens. At that time, we had only the Black Queens. No princesses, no maidens, no dancers. It was only the Black Queens. And I met players like Abetasaki, Adwabayo, Elizabeth Beidu, Sheila Okai, who were all top players in the national team. So that made me feel that, yes, this is a place that I can make my dream come true. So it inspired me more to do more, because I have seen people who started like me who are making it where I want to be. So it was the best place ever to be.